Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Bruce here, and there's a lot to talk about. Lots to talk about since my last video. I will be doing my predictions to this game week. Obviously, it's just on the two teams, the teams I support. I don't know each other team. I've not done a lot of research into the other teams, but I'll be doing my predictions. There's a lot to talk about on wrestling. Monday Night Raw, it was amazing, beautiful spectacle. Also want to talk about the kickoff show. Wrestle Mania 40 is going to be a good one, an amazing one for the books. Anyway, I will dive right into it. And also this thing about blue cards and sin bins in football, I also want to hear your opinion on it. I will give you my opinion on it. Anyway, good evening, hope you all are doing well. I will start off with some wrestling news. Monday Night Raw was good. It wasn't bad. They've just landed a $5 billion deal with Netflix. 5 billion. Whew, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Yeah, Monday Night Raw was all right. I loved it. Had some notes written down, but yeah, the kickoff show, WrestleMania 40 kickoff show, really stole it. You had Mike, what's his name? I'll come back to him. You had Pat McAfee, CM Punk, Big E, and what's his name? I forgot the name of this commentator. Mike who? I don't remember his name on the commentary. Yeah, did an amazing job on the commentary. Becky Lynch into the elimination chamber. Bianca Belair still not decided, but I have a feeling she will be in the elimination chamber. Nia Jax facing off Rhea Ripley in the elimination chamber. Oh god, that will be an amazing match. I can't wait. The unstoppable, the immovable force. What's the saying? The unstoppable object coming to face the immovable force. Man, it will be amazing. It will be amazing. Yeah, the kickoff show gave us a few snippets. Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch will be facing off again in the elimination chamber. First elimination chamber for Becky. I'm a team Becky. I'm a huge Becky fan. Becky for life. The man. I love Becky Lynch. Yeah, in my ranking, she's one of the best female wrestlers of all time. I just love Becky Lynch, and I really hope if there's someone to dethrone Mommy Rhea Ripley, it has to be Becky. It has to be Becky. I don't care. It just has to be Becky. I think she's the only one with the champion charisma to dethrone Rhea Ripley, because when she was on stage with Rhea, you could hear the crowd chanting "Mommy Becky, Mommy Becky." It was just a beautiful spectacle. When Bianca Belair came out as well. The EST. You can't spell WrestleMania without EST. If you know, you know. Yeah, the title was taken from her in a way that, in a very unfair way. I think Io Sky didn't do good. That's why Team Bailey all the way. I've always ranked Bailey. I think Bailey is an amazing wrestler. I don't know what she went to do with the Kyoshi Warriors. She's way above their level. She was once champion, and then she's tag team. She Kabuki Warriors. What is she doing with she's way bigger than the Kabuki Warriors. And I just want Bailey to take that title away from Io Sky, because I don't agree with what the Kabuki Warriors did to Bailey. It was just cold and selfish, and I didn't like it at all. That's why I'm Team Bailey all the way. Um, you saw the family tree of the Samoan wrestling family tree with like the Rock's grandfather and what's his name? Roman Reigns' grandfather took a blood oath. Apparently, that's what we were told. And there was this whole family tree, and I was so surprised to see that Nia Jax is part of Roman's family, is part of that Samoan circle. And it was a huge shock to me because I always thought Nia Jax had this resemblance to Jimmy Uso, but I didn't dig as deep. But from the tree, you could clearly see that Nia Jax is part of the bloodline. Tamina is also part of the bloodline. Naomi is part of the bloodline through marriage because she's Jimmy Uso's wife. And yeah, it was a beautiful spectacle. I loved how Seth Rollins came out, with his title. He claims that it's the most prestigious title, but yeah, it looks beautiful. And for a while, I thought that Seth Rollins' title is more prestigious than Roman's. But then when they were on stage together, Roman just stole the show. Like, there's just something about the presence of Roman Reigns on that stage in the kickoff show. You could tell like that he's clearly the tribal chief, and he chose The Rock to fight in WrestleMania, which is I before, let me just say this, and before he chose The Rock, I really wanted WrestleMania to be Rock and Roman. I really wanted that because I've never rated, as in Cody Rhodes just doesn't cut it for me. I'm sorry, but you had so many chances to finish your story way before right now. You went away, came back, went away, came back. You were Goldust, you were a tag team with your brother Stardust, and he's been given so many chances. But when they were on stage, Roman choosing The Rock to face in WrestleMania, I before it happened, I loved it. I was so for it because Roman, Rock, beautiful. I was so for that. And Roman is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So is Rock, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But there was just something about it that didn't feel right when it happened. When it happened, it just didn't feel right it just didn't settle right for me. And maybe it's just for me, and I'm sorry, but I really want to see Cody get beat by Roman Reigns, because come on, Cody is not on Roman's level. No matter what you say about Cody is not on Roman's level. He's just not there, though I just want, because hey, apparently he earned the right because of winning the WrestleMania, though it was quite easy. The hardest opponents had already been eliminated. You can't compare Cody's win in the WrestleMania to what Brock did. Brock did an amazing job in the WrestleMania. He was just a dominant force, and I think Brock winning his Royal Rumble, sorry, not WrestleMania. Brock winning the WrestleMania is the way he won it is way, way better compared to how Cody won it. But You know, as when you win the Wrestle Mania, you are granted, as in it's a given. You're supposed to main event the Wrestle Mania. I'm sorry for yawning. But yeah, okay. Let him. He earned his right. He won the Wrestle Mania fair and square. Let him main event the Wrestle Mania. Let him get beat. But what I envision is, let Cody fight in the WrestleMania. Let Roman not get assisted. Don't bring. Let it be a fair match. And once he loses fair and square, because he can't beat Roman. He honestly cannot beat Roman. The only person right now I could say who is wrestling right now who could beat Roman is, I'll say probably Seth. Seth could beat Roman, but it's hard. Bobby Lashley could beat Roman, but it's hard as well. Brock could beat Roman, but it's hard. Okay, Brock could easily beat Roman, but it will be an entertaining match. I don't think Cody and Roman will be an entertaining match. You know, like, okay, if I give a football reference, every once in a while Luton can beat Man City, but if the match is played 10 times, Man City will win 9 times. That's just my take on it. And I noticed that Brock Lesnar was removed from the 2K24 cover, and his face was replaced by John Cena. Apparently, he also had some sexual assault. He is part of the investigation for sexual assault with Vince McMahon. Let me just check it out. Let me bring up the article for you. Yeah, just a minute. This is coming from the Sun, so take it with a pinch of salt. AEW's Sammy Guevara has also been suspended for the past comments. No, I'm sorry. That's not the article. I don't know why it's not pulling up. Just I'm very sorry. I'm very, very, very sorry. Yeah, apparently he has been accused of sexual assault from the legendary WWE diva Terry Runnels. Yeah, the article is not pulling up, but yeah, that's just the baseline of it. He has been removed from the cover of 2K24. I think he's part of the investigation with Vince McMahon. Yeah, I had my say on it on my last video. I really hope I didn't offend anyone, but that was my take. I think I won't expound on that. And yeah, anyway, it's going to be an amazing okay. I had to say this. I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't. But Bafana, we are okay. We can only fight for third place. I rewatched the game, and I think the tactics that Nigeria used, that manager is a genius. I have to say that. As in, Nigeria's manager, Nigeria's manager, like, he had a game plan, and he came into the game and stuck to the game plan and just went with it, and his game plan worked to a T. And let me just say this, that captain, I think he's called Ekong, an amazing penalty taker. That guy can take penalties. But anyway, South Africa, we can only fight for third place. Yeah, only hope for the best. Yeah, in third place we'll be playing against DR Congo. The final will be Nigeria against DRC. Not DRC, sorry, Cote d'Ivoire. I think Nigeria, knowing the manager and seeing what he did against South Africa, I think the team and that manager are capable of beating Cote d'Ivoire if they stick to their game plan. If the players trust the manager enough to just stick to their game plan as they did with South Africa, because you could tell South Africa, if you take it player to player, Nigeria is a better team when it comes from player to player. But South Africa, we were useless in front of goal. We didn't take our chances, and after that rebound from the free kick, that was the last kick of the game, when the guys just coughed it over the bar. I just lost hope. I was like, we are out of this. And I watched the penalties, and that penalty from Mahupa, man, that penalty just gave away the team. How dare you? I mean, you're a professional footballer. You need to take a better penalty than that. I can take a better penalty than that. And I have an injured ankle, an injured knee, injured foot. Still play football, but lots of injuries. That penalty was poorly taken. But we are out. We can only compete for third. I think we will beat DRC Congo. I want us to beat DRC Congo. DR Congo, not DRC Congo is just repetition. But I just want us to beat Congo. So that we can go home with something. Now we know, since Nigeria knocked us out of the AFCON, apparently they are the kings of Amapiano. Sorry, there was someone at the door. Yeah, it was a nice game to watch. I want Nigeria to beat Congo, not Congo. I'm sorry, I'm a little off today. I want Nigeria to beat Cote d'Ivoire, and I want my team, Bafana, to beat Congo. That we can just, have something to build on the next tournament. Yeah, and I have to say, AFC Leopards are going to face the Muranga Seals. What a name for a team, Muranga Seals. We'll just see. Or maybe we'll be the ones sealing a victory. Muranga Seals. We are currently at 10th. They are at 12th. If we win, we go up to 30 points. That will take us up to 9th. But if the Seals win, they will go up to 27 points. That will bring them up to 10th. But we have a better goal difference, so I think they will be right behind us. On this match, I'm predicting an AFC Leopards win. Ingwe. I'm predicting an AFC Leopards win. I predict we will win. You know what? I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling good today. I'm predicting a 3-0 win. I think we will beat the Muranga Seals 3-0. I want us to beat the Muranga Seals 3-0. We are on a win. We've won 2 matches in a row. And it was, it's been nice celebrating some victories at least. On Sunday, Manchester United face Aston Villa away at Villa Park, where they have an amazing home record, amazing home record. They were thrashed by Chelsea, absolutely wiped the floor with Aston Villa 3-0, 3-1. You could, I mean, 3-1. You could say that Aston Villa may come back on Sunday with revenge in their eyes and like just want to beat us. But hey, I believe in Manchester United. I think Man United, we are weak because Lisandro Martinez is out for 6 weeks, and it will be difficult. It will be very, very difficult. Arsenal face West Ham. Yeah. If I have to predict that game, I think Arsenal will beat West Ham. And I told you all I'm feeling good. I'm going for it. Man United will win at Aston Villa, and we will beat Aston Villa. I think this game has a 2-1 written all over it. I feel like Man United will win 2-1. And I think Arsenal will win at West Ham, and I think Arsenal will beat West Ham. I think just be a 1-0 win. We win this game, and Aston Villa are just 5 points ahead of us. And yeah, also wanted to talk about the introduction of these blue cards in football. And here's the article. Apparently, blue cards in football. Lawmakers set to introduce trials for 10 minutes in sin bin. IFAB set to introduce the blue cards for football in sin bin. Referees will have the power to send players off for 10 minutes for dissent or cynical tackles. The FA will consider trailing sin bins in the FA Cup and Women's FA Cup next season. I am not for that. Leave football as it is. Yellow card, red card, that's it. It's fine as that. That's just okay. So what happens when you get 2 blue cards? You get a red card anyway. So what's the difference between a yellow card and a blue card? And this sin bin thing, it just sounds weird. I love old school football. I love crosses into the box. And this, okay, let me just say this for a minute. Booking players for dissent. I mean, it's an emotional sport. You saw how Arteta celebrated winning against Liverpool. There's emotion in the sport. Why would you book a player for dissent? It's emotional. Like reactionary, the way you react to a goal. Like a player showing dissent is a player showing that he cares. I care about my team, and I just can't stand for irresponsible decisions. That's not dissent. Okay, yes, it's dissent, but it's just showing emotion. They want to make football about... Football is not a robotic sport. And you can't turn footballers and human beings into robots. That's just my reaction on it. I'm sorry, but that's just it. I'm not into booking players for dissent. If it were up to me, I would either put AI on VAR or just remove it once and for all. I don't like AI. I don't like VAR being handled by human beings who don't understand it anyway. It's just weird, and I don't like it. It's either put AI on it or remove it till you find a way of being competent while using it, because I can excuse human error. I watch football before VAR, and every time a referee made a mistake, he'd be the talking point. Then it's done, just scuffle it, but you understand, hey, it's human error. I'm a human being, I can make a mistake. I can live with human error. But you brought VAR to remove human error, and human error is messing up VAR, because The VAR is just covering for their friends, covering for your mates, and I don't like it. Till you perfect VAR, remove it. That's just my take on it. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. I wanted to talk about, to expound on a video that I made earlier on how to fix Kenyan football, and I wanted to just expound on what I mean on that. I played football in primary before my knee got injured, and yeah, I played football in primary school. Played a little bit in secondary, but peer pressure pushed me to basketball. But I still played football. I watched football. Um, in primary, you have things like Ligi Ndogo right here in Kenya, and in our estate we had my dad used to coach my brother, myself, and a friend of mine called Sami, one of my best friends till today. Shout out Sami. And I think from primary school, I think the solution to this fixing Kenyan football is just scouting. If you introduce a system where a primary school has these kids who are talented in football, give them a chance to play football, and you create a primary school league that is ordained by the Ministry of Sports, and you create a league for primary school, have it in schools, and a parent really cares about his or her child in primary school. So in primary school, the parents will attend these games, and they will be invested in the league. The league parents will come watch the leagues, and this will result to buying tickets to watch your younger ones. Buying tickets will go into the school. The school will be in a position where they can upgrade on their fields. Just create a league where there's a winner, there's a sponsor to the league, and high schools scout the primary school players, and then you are recruited. If you're good in football, a high school can recruit you, tell you like, okay, we won't pay you. Okay, obviously, because you can't pay. It's school football. We are not paying you, but we are giving you a chance to study in our school for free. Just sponsor the child, create a team where studies have to come in place, but you create a system in that where, okay, this student is coming to study in this school, but the reason why he's coming to study in this school is because he's good at football. And then you create a system where he has to attain a certain grade for him to play. So you're nurturing his brain, his learning, but then he's still playing football. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You have to get to a certain grade for you to play. And since this parent has been invested in the child through primary, he or she will still be invested in the child through high school. And once you're done with high school, colleges are still looking to recruit footballers in high school, or even the colleges. Some kids are just talented in football ever since they are young, so you'll find there's some colleges still scouting children in primary school, but then there's a league where it's easier to scout them. I don't even understand what I'm saying. Obviously the league can't be televised at first because it won't be grossing enough revenue because it's just a rough idea, and ideas work, some ideas fail, but it's just an idea. And if you have better ideas, you can comment down below. I will read them. I will respond to them on my next video. But if we create a system where there's a league where it is watchable, and money in football is in advertising. I don't even understand what I'm saying. Once once a brand, say like Coca-Cola or Guinness, gets to know that there are people watching these people play, you'll find a school is being sponsored by like Coca-Cola. And maybe there's a star in that school, and this star is approached by a brand, say even an insurance company, say like APA wants to like sponsor the child, and that is where the child gets revenue. The school is not paying the child, but the child is earning money through sponsorship deals. And just you have your image rights, you have rights to your images, but the school is not paying you to play football for them. The school is paying you in learning. The school is paying you in exposure. You are out there to the world. And if we create a system like that, you'll find that, say a team like Gor Mahia invests in a school. Say like I went to primary in Happyland Preparatory School. Say like a team like Happyland Preparatory School is the best in the primary junior league, and Gor Mahia sponsors this school and like just brands the school around Gor Mahia, so that it's a fun. You find that the school acts as an academy for Gor Mahia, so that the kids are playing. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. You find that Gor Mahia sponsors a school like Happyland, and say a high school like say Nairobi school. It's just an idea. Say Gor Mahia is sponsoring like Happyland and Jamhuri, and like Gor Mahia are like not like you have to play for Gor Mahia. It's not like you'll have to play for Gor Mahia if you play for the schools. But say if you're an amazing talent, Gor Mahia has first pick in like when you're of age to play for Gor Mahia, we get first priority. But then the school can still sell the player to another school, maybe another school, because in a league there has to be a number one and there has to be a first and last, and everyone according to universal law gets their time to shine. I don't know, every ruler, everybody will get a chance to every it's universal law. I don't have concrete proof for it, but I think you get a rough idea of it, so that a club has first priority in that, okay, when this kid comes to age, we have first priority to play him in our team. But other teams can also come in, but once the kid is of age, we have first priority. I don't even understand what I'm saying. So the child is paid, the school pays the child in learning and exposure. Because once you have exposure, brands will come for you. And once brands come for you, you get scholarship deals. That is just a rough idea on it. I think I've expounded on it. That's my video. Enjoy your weekend. Remember, I'm sorry, that went nowhere. Remember, I'm out of words. I've spoken a lot. This is the first video I've made over 30 minutes. Props to myself. I never thought I would talk for that long. But enjoy your weekend. I'm still working on a way to get a proper microphone, because right now I'm using audio from my phone. That's why you can hear a lot of audio from the background. But hey, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you like the video if you're into it. If you have some comments on what you want me to do better, what you want me to say next time, if you like to be shouted out, leave a comment down below, and I will see y'all on the next one.